It's lit. It's lit. Another one is lit, fam. Rise of the Moors.
Islam.
It's lit, fam. You know, we got a couple pieces of literature outside. You know, I just watched a beam out by my brother Cujo. Shout out to my brother Atazaz Bey. Shout out to all the Moors, all the Muslims. Yeah, we outside though. We outside. We got some literature outside.
A few little books.
You know, we got a few little books outside, man.
A few little books.
You know, it's the rise of the Moors though. More heroes.
Yeah.
So they was talking about, we're gonna keep the momentum going. We just gotta take IG over. That's what it gotta be. We gotta take, since we ain't got our own demos yet, we just gonna take they shit over. You know what I'm saying? Since we, you know what I'm saying? So since we ain't got our own, you know what I'm saying, website or nothing like that yet, as a collective, we just gonna take they shit over and put out that more science. Yeah, Afiel Islam. Magical as Fuck podcast. Go follow the Magical as Fuck podcast. Go follow that. Afiel just dropped a new song out too.
Oh yeah?
Yes sir. Yes sir. I gotta check that song out, bro. So we were talking about this in this book. The so-called Indians. Yeah. The so-called Indians. Get this book, Montauk Book of the Dead. We're gonna get straight to it, fam. Straight to it. Check this out. Check this out right here. The Montauk Indian, so-called Indian nation. He said peace. He said the Montauk Indian nation was declared extinct in 1909 by New York State Supreme Court Justice Abel Blackmar on the basis, check it out, that no Indians, so-called Indians, showed up to court because there is no such thing as Indians recognized in international and national law. Although a considerable amount of Montauks did show up, Justice Blackmar stated that they were, quote unquote, too black to be so-called Indians and dismissed their case. Legal experts consider it to be the biggest travesty of injustice in U.S. Indian relations, although no remedy has yet been obtained as of this date. Hold up. So they're clinging on to names more, right, that they're not Indians. They clinging on to them. Talk to them, more.
India is over east. Well, will be that they will be in the new east, because that's the old west. India. So
we're in the old world.
Yeah, we in the old world.
Y'all over here thinking that they discovered a new world, and you know, this is the new world over here. This ain't the new world.
This ain't the new world.
Fam, you in the old world, fam. This is the true old world. This is where we at. The Americas is the true old world, fam. This is the history that these school systems don't fucking tell our people. And they keep our people thinking that we got brought over here as some slaves or some shit. Right. We ain't get brought over here. We been here. Yeah. We been here. Talk to him.
Check this out. Big pictures.
Go ahead. Talk to him. Talk to him. What is talking about?
Chunks of Africa.
Uh-huh.
Found hidden under Alabama.
So y'all think y'all really got brought over as slaves still in 2022, man? Come on. For real, man.
You read the fine print. What the fine print say?
It say what? Where you at, right there?
Yeah.
Thursday, April 24th, 2014. That's where that shit been at. So geologists have found what they believe is a slab of Africa still under America, 250 million years after the two were squeezed together by a giant tectonic collision to form a single supercontinent. Islam, Cujo. Just seen the beam out, cooking on there. Just seen the beam out. You don't know who my brother Moorish MC is. Get Grand Sheik a follow. Unusual magnetic readings from deep below the Earth's surface suggest that Florida, and parts of the southeastern U.S. states comprise ancient rock from what is now Africa, which broke away from the landmass that is now North America 250 million years ago to form a separate continent. Florida, parts of Southeast U.S., 250 million years ago. So,
and shout out to Canada Land Moors out there, because I was reading something about Canada, the Canada Moors.
Michelle, Islam, boy.
They used to call the Canada what? They was called Nova Scotia or something. And Wakanda.
Facts.
Wakanda. It's in that book right there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get straight to that.
It was
yeah.
like Wakanda.
So you
Canada, Wakanda.
Yes, sir. So you tapped in from the motherland. Yes, sir. So we
somebody came in from the motherland?
From Orlando.
Oh.
From Orlando. So what we talking about is this, fam.
What we talking about?
It ain't no separation.
What we talking about?
The so-called Indians and all that, they the ones that sold our people out.
What we talking about?
Look at this right here. It say the U.S. government and New York State could have acted and settled this case years ago when it was brought to the attention. There is now, however, a much bigger issue at stake, and that is the destruction of the Moorish nation, which was known, check it out, which was known as the Societas Republica, i.e. Almoricanos. This is what the Moorish nation was known as, fam, which translates as the Al-Moroccan Republic Society. What you saying? What they talking about? What they talking about? What they talking about? What you got right there, boy? What you got right there? Talk to him. Talk to him, G.
National nicknames, terms that have come to be commonly applied. Note to query: Blackamoor, a Negro, in contradiction to a Tawny or Tiny Moor. The two divisions of Africa, north and south of the Senegal, were known of the old respectively as Mauritania, or the countries of the Moors.
The country of the Moors. Keep going, G. Talk to him.
And Negretta, the country of the blacks. But all Mohammedans, whether black or tanny, were formerly designated Moors. Othello. Y'all know who Othello is? Who is Othello?
Ether bombs. Pure ether bombs.
Is Othello, ain't he a Moor? Othello, he wrote this back, what, 16? He wrote this back Othello was like 1400s, right?
Facts.
1300s?
So look, Moors, we got more though. We got more though. So you said at the time of the founding of this country, America was called Al-Moroccan because it was a part of the Moroccan Empire known as a Mexum. It was transliterated into quote-unquote America by the colonists, pilgrims who ain't Americans, and eventually a story was made up that America was named after Amerigo Vespucci, a navigator. See how that shit was made up? See that? Any history teacher I ever had who mentioned Vespucci always commented how it made no sense to name America after a seemingly insignificant navigator. We now realize that there was a significant motive to hide the history of what had transpired. What had transpired? What transpired? What are they hiding?
What are they hiding?
Y'all just seen it. 250 million years ago, there was rock from Africa found in the Florida, Alabama, and all of the southern states. Talk to him,
go back to Africa.
You already in Africa.
Florida, Memphis, Alabama, Tennessee, Illinois, Canada, Arizona,
South Carolina, North Carolina.
All them.
These are y'all already home, G.
Egypt.
Y'all already home, G.
Already found.
What up, cuz?
Already found some artifacts. Show them some artifacts.
Need some artifacts?
Yeah, we need some artifacts.
Need some pictures.
We need big pictures to show them.
Okay.
Like.
So we need. We need big pictures. Hold up. Before we show y'all these big pictures, check this out. Check this out, G.
Okay.
So we gonna go. A lot of these people out here, G, they be talking about, I follow Noble Drew Ali, the prophet. He was my teacher. I follow the literature.
I follow it.
They say you follow the literature. Okay. This was divinely prepared by the prophet.
Yeah.
So what prophet Noble Drew Ali was talking about, man? What he was talking about? This is what he said. The man said this right here, G. He said the divine origin of the Asiatic nations. The fallen sons and daughters of the Asiatic nation of North America need to learn to love instead of hate, and to know of their higher self and lower self. This is the uniting of the Holy Quran of Mecca for teaching and instructing all Moorish Americans, etc. Let's keep going. The key of civilization was and is in the hands of the Asiatic nations. The Moorish, who were the ancient Moabites and founders of the holy city of Mecca. They say, hold up. They say that they follow the teachings of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So he wrote this. Okay, so you gonna call the prophet a liar then when you say that we Muslims?
You another lie.
You a lie. So he said the Egyptians, who were the Hammatites and of a direct descendant of Mizraim, the Arabians, the seed of Hagar.
Oh, Mizraim.
Japanese and Chinese. The Hindus of India. Hindus. They're not Indians. They're Hindus. That's why they speak the language called Hindu.
You ever go to a gas station or something and they in there, ask them what their nationality is. And watch them start bucking up.
Yes, sir.
They ain't gonna know what to say.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Because now they know you know.
Right. They gonna know you know. They gonna start bucking up, and then they gonna start being friendly to you because they now you speaking. Now you speaking. You know.
They gonna
civics.
yes, sir. They gonna respect you now.
Right.
They gonna respect you because you know.
Putting them on their square like you don't belong. You know what I'm saying? It's not that they don't belong over here, but you're not from America. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You are more, but you from India. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm wondering what you doing over here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just wondering.
Yes,
you know
sir. Yes, sir.
Because this is you on my land. It's my business.
Facts. So it say the descendants of the ancient Canaanites. Remember that word right there, Canaanite. Remember that, y'all. It say Hittites and Moabites from the land of Canaan. Now, don't forget. Keep in mind, this is the prophet Noble Drew Ali that prepared this information. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right. This is who they say they follow. The Asiatics. It says the Asiatic nation and countries in North, South, and Central America. And it says the Moorish Americans and Mexicans in North America, Brazilians, Argentinians, and Chileans in South America. This the head buster right here, though. Colombians, Nicaraguans, and the natives of San Salvador in Central America, etc. All of these are Muslims.
How you doing?
All of these are Muslims? Hold up, wait a minute. Wait. Slow down.
Muslims.
Slow down. So this was divinely prepared by the prophet Noble Drew Ali?
Not black people.
Where Indians at? Is Indians in there?
Not Indian.
Do you see Indians in there? Where you see Indians at? That shit ain't in there. The Turks are the true descendants of Hagar, who are the chief protectors of the Islamic creed of Mecca, beginning from Muhammad the first, the founder of the uniting of Islam, by the command of the great universal God, Allah. Hold up, head buster. You say Jesus. They love saying Jesus out their mouth, don't they? Don't they love talking about Jesus? Jesus himself was of the true blood of the ancient Canaanites and Moabites and the inhabitants of Africa. Hold up.
Guess who? Big
Hold up. What's up?
Big pictures.
Big pictures? Go ahead, talk to him.
Guess who his grandmother is?
Zoom in.
Ain't that Ruth?
The great Moabites.
His great grandmother?
The great Moabites. Ain't that the Lady of Justice right there? It's the Lady of Justice right there, right? Okay. The Lady of Justice. So she got a scale.
And it's the Moabites.
And she got a blindfold on. The great Moabites. You see, there's the prophet Noble Drew Ali uplifting fallen humanity, which is the woman out of the water, which are the cares of the world.
Cook 'em.
Stop caring about what the world talking about. Go by what you know, not what you think you know.
And who gave us permission?
Huh? Who gave us the permission?
The Moabites.
The Moabites
from the land of Moab.
Talk to him.
Received permission from the Pharaoh of Egypt
right.
to settle in the inhabitants Northwest Africa, which is a Mexium. They were the founders,
right,
and are the true possessors of the present Moroccan Empire.
Hold up. I'm glad you said.
Wait.
Hold up, you got more?
Yeah.
Cook them then.
With the Canaanite.
Cook them.
Where that Canaanite at?
Cook them. Canaanite right here. Jesus himself was of the true blood of the ancient Canaanites and Moabites and inhabitants of Africa. Hold up. Go ahead. Cook them then.
So we got Moabite right here and Canaanite right here. With the Canaanite, Hanathite, and Amorite brethren who sojourned from a land of Canaan seeking new homes. So they had to get new homes from us. They had to come to the Americas begging for new homes because they got kicked out because they lost a war.
So
a holy war.
So you see why the so-called Indians lost this Montauk Indian Nation case. They lost the Supreme Court case because they was misclassified as Indians. This is why you lost.
Cook 'em.
Because you did not claim your nationality.
Which is this.
Which is that right there. The Moabites. The land of Moab. Queen Califia. Right there smack in the center.
Bingo.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
So you see right here. Hold up. We got more.
We got more?
Shout out to Rise of the Moors, man.
More ammo.
Yeah, we got more ammo, man. The truth about the so-called black man in the judicial system. We got more ammo. So answer me this. All you ones out there that keep talking this stupid shit about, it's just a proclamation. It ain't got nothing to do with law or nothing like that. It's just a proclamation. So how come this was sent out?
It don't mean nothing.
How come this document was sent out to, let's go, Chicago, Omaha, Nebraska, Tacoma, Washington, Charlotte, North Carolina, Baltimore, Maryland, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Lynchburg, Virginia, Little Rock, Arkansas, Trenton, New Jersey, Tyler, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia. How come this same proclamation was sent out to all of these cities? The mayors put them out. And it says, whereas the Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, Hamathites, and Canaanites, who were permitted by the old pharaohs of Kemet to traverse from East Africa and later form themselves kingdoms, extending from the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa, the Atlantic Islands, onto the present day continental Americas. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Didn't we just say that? Didn't the Prophet Noble Jew Ali just say that right here?
Go back to the Prophet.
Didn't the Prophet Noble... Peace, Lexa.
Gotta go back to the Prophet.
Didn't the Prophet Noble Jew Ali mention that right here when he said the divine origin of the Asiatic nations? Didn't he say the key of civilization was and is in the hands of the Asiatic nations? Didn't he say this right here? He said the Asiatic nations and countries in North, South, and Central America, the Moorish Americans and Mexicans in North America, Brazilians, Argentinians, and Chileans in South America, Colombians, Nicaraguans, and the natives of San Salvador in Central America, etc. All of these are Muslims. And then you cross-reference. This is why you do cross-reference. You don't see shit in here about black, Indian, Negro, color people. You don't see nothing in here about that. And this is just verification. This is just overload information. The proclamation right here. The first line, whereas the Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, Hamathites, and Canaanites. Then what? Jesus himself was of the true blood of the ancient Canaanites and Moabites and the inhabitants of Africa? Hold up. Don't you say you love Jesus. You said you love Jesus.
Hallelujah.
You said you love Jesus. So how much would that mess your whole belief system up? That should have had your shit looking like.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do now. I don't know what I'm gonna think now. I was told my whole life that Jesus, he was, I don't know. Yeah, I know. Jesus. Say you love Jesus. Jesus was a Moor.
Yeah.
Jesus was a he was from the Moabites and the Canaanites. Huh?
See Revelations.
But you said you follow the teachings of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, who divinely prepared this literature. And how do you teach the people to be themselves? Huh? How do you teach the people to be themselves, fam? Their literature. You have to give them literature so they can read it for themselves. Huh? We love Jesus. Hey, whole time, look. It say, anybody out here that's reading the Bible only, ask somebody when you see today or tomorrow, be like, hey, you know Jesus' true blood was the ancient Canaanites and the Moabites? Ask somebody that's a Bible thumper. So it go and then see what they face look like. The whole time it say,
why they don't never talk about the Moabites in the Bible?
Yeah, why don't they talk about the Moabites in the Bible? Then it say right here, more. It say, this right here slap too. It say, we are in love with anguish. Ooh, we in love with anguish. You love anguish, huh? Our people love anguish because we just be so self-righteous. We often fly from pleasure when we purchase it. Costeth it not more than it is worth. Why keep sacrificing children generation after generation? And you obviously see something is wrong with the classification of black. There's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with the classification of Indian. You're not getting no justice. So why the fuck you keep claiming that shit? It would just seem like it'd be self-evident, G.
Yeah. People don't, what you say, cognitive dissonance?
Facts. It say that shit. It say that shit. Why keep sacrificing generation after generation? You keep calling yourself black, Negro, colored, people of color, African American. Jesse Jackson told you was African American. He made that up out of thin air. Took off with that. And people still running with that. Talking about, nah, it ain't. See, they
think they gonna change. They think they gonna change their whole status is by putting an L behind their name.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Bay behind their name.
Mm-hmm.
It don't work like that, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't get no paperwork to erase the shit.
Facts.
No. Nigga.
Facts.
We not free if everybody ain't free.
Facts.
That's the thing. That's
Facts.
the whole point.
Facts.
Everybody gotta be free.
Hey, whole time, speaking of that right there.
Everybody gotta be free.
Speaking of that right there, what's this right here, Moore? What that demo at? What that demo at, G?
What?
We were talking about hell.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about hell and shit. What that there it is right there. Boom. What it say? Talking about hell. They keep kicking you out? IG play dirty. IG play dirty. So you know how people be like, man, it's just supposed to be like this. It's just supposed to be so-called black people just live in hell and we gonna get our paradise when we die. That's some bullshit. That's some indoctrinated bullshit. Hell, Black's Law Dictionary. We gonna go to the law book. Now ask yourself, why is the definition of hell found not only in the regular dictionary, but it's found in the law dictionary? And it ain't got nothing to do with spirituality.
Got
nothing to do with spirituality.
Nothing to do with the Bible or none of that.
Nah, ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit.
No fairy tale ass.
Talk to him more.
It ain't got nothing to do with no fairy tale mystical world or nothing like that.
Talk to him.
Yeah. If you be bad, then you gonna go bad. You gonna go to hell for your bad deeds. No. Nigga.
So look, it say Black's Law Dictionary. The name formerly given to a place under the executor chamber, hell, where the king's debtors were confined. This is the meaning of hell. Hell. Hell is in the law book. So hell is a place under the executor chamber, which is the jail cell, under the king, because they call them debtors, because they owe ransoms to the king. Huh? So what are you talking about? The underworld. Jail, hell. You know what I'm saying? Atazaz? Jail, hell, cattle, chattel. You know what I'm saying? On God. Another misconception, whereas we are taught to believe that hell is a place far away, awaiting those who do wrong. The fact is, this earth is hell, and it is also heaven. But both are really states of mind. Heaven and hell are your states of mind. The real hell hasn't come yet, but it will come, as is the case with heaven. Haven, heaven, haven, heaven, heaven, haven. The Most High didn't create either of these things, but rather man did. I thought you served the Creator, the Most High. So why you worried about what man talking about? They told your ass to put a mask on. If you don't put a mask on, you're gonna contract the virus.
You pro-choice.
I'm pro-choice. You can't tell me what to do with my body.
But you go to church, but you don't know when conception start.
They got a fish fry on Friday though.
When do conception start?
They got spaghetti and fish on Friday though.
Oh, you praying though?
They saved. But they saved though.
But it's $1 million. But you donate. You donate to pro-choice though, right? But
God.
You know they can have abortions up to 9 months.
Oh God.
The last trimester.
Pro-choice.
Pro-choice. But you're not a sinner though. You all about that Jesus.
Hey, answer this though.
You all about the Jesus.
How come the pastor ain't never tell the congregation that Jesus was actually Canaanite and Moabite blood?
He never talk about
How come
Mother
that?
Ruth. He never talk about Mother Ruth.
He don't talk about Ruth the Moabitess. How come the pastor none of these churches ever mentions the fact that Jesus' true blood, Jesus,
Moabite.
Was Moabite?
Was a Moabite, Canaanite.
Huh? How come the pastor ain't never brought that up? Because that will explode the whole theory that they been lying.
Yes.
They been lying.
And then them checks won't be cashing no more.
Oh, y'all can't get them big money back checks no more. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Then them checks no more. They what, them 501c3s?
Yes, sir. Oh, they trying to kick you out, Alexa?
No 501c3s gonna get cut.
Oh, they gonna chop all them motherfuckers off.
All your little benefits out.
How come the pastor, none of these I never heard a pastor. You ever heard a pastor tell you, hey, Jesus was a Moabite Canaanite.
Nope.
So this is the true bloodline of Christ.
Jesus was a Jew. Jesus was a Jew. Jesus was a Jew.
That's what they say though.
Jesus was a Jew.
That's what they say. So Jesus
was a Hebrew.
So Jesus, according to the literature.
Hebrew is what? A language, right?
Hebrew is a language.
But they telling you Jesus was Hebrew.
I'm glad you said that, more. Because check this out. I'm glad you said that, more.
That's why they confusing.
I'm glad you said that. You know what CN Bay said? You know what CN Bay said? Huh? CN Bay. He said this right here, Jay. What did you just say again? Say what you just said again, more. What did you just say?
Jesus was a Jew.
What does this say? It says, light means knowledge. Knowledge is power. It spells freedom. Freedom is everybody's job on a universal scale. So he gave an example right here. He says, for instance, if a card shark was cheating you in a game of cards, it would be unintelligent to resort to force against him. Your most intelligent act is to seek one who teaches the art of cheating. Having him teach you all angles of card cheating, here you are well equipped with the necessary knowledge by which it will enable you to protect your money while engaged in a game of cards with card sharks. And as soon as they discover that you are wise to all their tricks, the card sharks will automatically respect you as their equal thereafter, because you know the game now. As the result, the old game of cards between you and them will be played on the square minus violence or hatred of fear or fear. Ignorance creates violence, brute force, and destruction, but wisdom, correct knowledge, and understanding creates unity, peace of mind, freedom, progress, and the pursuit of happiness. Freedom is everybody's job. Huh? Islam. Islam. If you don't know, get to know.
Yeah.
Clocks of Destiny, part 1 and 2. Get them. Get that literature in your life. Get that literature in your life. Know what I'm saying?
No choice though.
Know what I'm saying? They say that they
want all
really
your freedoms, but don't know shit. You don't know how to apply them.
they don't want
You don't know how to apply 'em.
a lot of people, man,
You want your freedoms, but
they
you
don't want to know.
study them. You don't want what Thomas Jefferson said.
Man,
And you know he was one of the so-called founders. He the one who said, "Nigga, you gotta learn the law."
you can't be ignorant and free.
Exactly, that's what he said.
You can't be ignorant and free.
Exact quote from Thomas Jefferson.
You can't be ignorant and free. If you say you following the teachings,
How you doing?
how you doing?
That's the exact quote.
You can't be ignorant and
Thomas
free.
Jefferson.
Divinely prepared by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You said you follow the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and he said Jesus himself was of true blood, the ancient Canaanites and Moabites.
Moabite.
Huh? So what you saying? Yeah, follow rvbaypublications.com. Get your literature online.
But you
huh?
black.
Yeah, you an Indian, huh?
You Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, you said you was an Indian.
You said you was Native American.
Y'all better watch out for these fucking traitors out here, man.
You said you was Native American.
Y'all better watch out for these traitors. These niggas gonna send you clean off.
You said you was Native American.
They gonna send you clean off. See
You
that?
said you was You said, are you part of the five civilized tribes?
Where you got a free national name, a title?
Are you
L?
part of the 5 civilized tribes?
Peace more. L, Bay, Day, Al, Ali. You part of that? Cause whole time, look at this right here.
No,
Look at this.
no, right here.
What's up with it?
Give it to him right here.
What's up with
this
it?
and this.
What it say right there? The 5 tribes?
Yeah.
L's, Bays, Days, Al's, Ali's.
And guess what they was?
Huh? Y'all talking about y'all Indians. No, you're not. You're lying.
Because if you was an Indian, you would be a Confederate.
Facts. It says these 5 civilized tribes came together to form a union called the Iroquois Confederation.
Booyah! If you was a Cherokee, you was a Confederate.
You're choking on your own bullshit. See, you're choking on your own bullshit.
Just killed your whole logic right there, nigga. Just killed your. You thought your ancestors weren't Confederates?
You just died on your own. You just fell on your own sword, nigga. You fell on your own sword, nigga. Hold up. Then it go a little further. Killed them right there.
5 civilized tribes.
Then whole time.
You warriors.
Whole time, look, this what they was. They put our people with this racial classification fuck shit. This what they did, G. The modern concept of race and how it's structured was an invention of 3 men. Francis Bernard, I think that's how you say his name, Carlos Linnaeus, and Johann Friedrich Blumenbach. This is how race was invented. The concept of race was an invention by these 3 people right here. See that?
So slow down. So
what up?
It's a social construct.
It's a social construct
to put you in the caste system.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
All right.
What they said? They start calling themselves Caucasians or quote unquote white race. The Mongolian or yellow race, quote unquote, was included with East Asians and some Central Orientals. The Malayan or quote unquote brown race, including Southeast Asian Pacific Islanders. Watch this shit up. The quote unquote Ethiopian or quote unquote black race, including all sub-Saharan quote unquote Africans. The quote unquote American or quote unquote red race, including Indians. Wait a minute though. Wait a minute. Because wait a minute. Wait a minute. These people be saying they follow Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You say you follow the prophet? The prophet spoke on this, fam. The prophet spoke on this. And he said this right here. He say, they received permission from the pharaohs of Egypt to settle and inhabit Northwest Africa. They were the founders and are true possessors of the present Moroccan Empire. Canaanite, Hamathite, Amorite brethren who sojourned from the land of Canaan seeking new homes. Their dominion and habitation extended from northeast, southwest Africa, across the great Atlantis, even until the present. Nigga, that's today. North Africa, North, South, Central America, and also Mexico. Atlantis Islands. Didn't the Prophet Noble Jew Ali say the Atlantis Islands was going to rise again? Before the great earthquake, which caused the great Atlantic Ocean. He say, this right here, though, G. He say, according to all true and divine records of the human race, there is no Negro, black, or colored race attached to the human family, because all the inhabitants of Africa were and are of the human race, descendants of the ancient Canaanite nation from the Holy Land of Canaan. What your ancient forefathers were, you are today, without doubt or contradiction. There is no one able to change man from the descendant nature of his forefathers, unless his power extends beyond the great universal creator Allah himself. What is you saying? What are you saying? What is you saying, man? Fam, what is they talking about, man?
Man, shit.
What is they talking about?
What are you saying?
Are they stronger than Allah, G? So they got the power to reach down and change what Allah made.
Nah. I can't see it.
So Carlos Linnaeus, Frederick Johann Blumenbach, and Carlos Bernera, whatever his dude, Francis Bernera, whatever that nigga name was.
Yeah.
They tried to change what Allah created. Wow.
But you can't.
You can't do it. You seen Training Day before, right? You seen Training Day? That nigga Alonzo told Jake.
We tried to change the original version.
That nigga Alonzo told Jake. Remember that shit? Remember he told Jake? He like, Jake. Remember that shit?
Yeah. Wake up, Jake.
He like, shoot me. You can't do it. You can't do it.
You can't do it.
You can't do it. You can't change what Allah created, fam. Man, listen, man. Talk to him, boy.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I am the word. Didn't he say, I am the word?
It is what it is.
I said what I said.
That's it. I meant what I said.
Allah Almighty, he just said, I said what I said.
Whole time, look, G.
It is what it is.
Look.
I'm the word.
I'm the word. The word was God.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The word is God.
Islam.
It says, this is the definition of land. L-A-N-D. Land. Watch this. Land in the most general sense. See, they got to get us to get off. They got to get us to get our minds off. This is our land. All this shit. This is our land. All this is our land. So they got to get our minds off that. So it say, land is the most general sense. Comprehends any ground, soil, earth, whatsoever. As fields, meadows, pastures, woods, see that? Moors, waters, that's a comma right there. Moors, comma, waters, comma, marshes, furies, and heath. The word moor is inside the definition of the word land, found in the law dictionary. Look it up yourself. How is the word moor, M-O-O-R-S, moors, found in the definition of the word land? It's in the literature. It's in the literature. So how you gonna argue what's in the literature divinely prepared by the Prophet Noble Jew Ali? What is you talking about? What is you talking about? This is our birthright inheritance. So the Prophet Noble Jew Ali was a liar? That's what you saying? How you gonna say you agree with somebody saying they're Indian, and the Prophet Noble Drew Ali said this land right here is our birthright? How? So you going against the Prophet Noble Drew Ali then, and committing straight up treasonous violations against the Prophet because you said you were more. You should be following the literature divinely prepared by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You shouldn't have no fucking Jolly Roger banner on behind you, goofball. Or any one of these dirty Moors that be selling out. Traitors, man. Niggas be traitors, dog.
Yes.
Niggas be straight traitors, G.
And what you were saying about the fucking
talk to him.
You talking about the Atlantis. Right?
The Atlantis Islands. Yes, sir.
It said, firstborn among the continents, America has been falsely dominated the new world. Hers was the first dry land lifted out of the water. Hers was the first shores washed by the ocean that enveloped all the earth beside. And while Europe was represented only by an island rising here and there above the sea, America, Atlantis, already stretched in an unbroken line of land from Nova Scotia to the far west. So
Ether.
America was known as Atlantis back then, and Nova Scotia, which is known as Canada right now, was already
Moorish land.
Was already huger than Europe.
A Maxim. The North Gate. We in the North Gate right now. They just reclassified the name. The United States. How can someone ask yourself this question, right? Put your Moorish eyes on, G. Put your Moorish mind on. Turn your shit on. Turn your God mind on. The Americas is a continent. North, Central, and South. And all the islands. Hawaii, Trinidad, all the islands. Jamaica and all that. You know what I'm saying? How can there be a president of the islands, a president of North America, a president of Central America, an American president of South America? How can that just be one? How could that be one man? You see the fuck shit that these niggas be doing? But we got to get into that no though. Because you all know there can be no American president because America is a continent. So is Joe Byron? Is he the president of Bolivia? Is he the president of South America? Is he the president of Central America? Costa Rica? Is he the president of Haiti? Joe Byron. Take me out to dinner.
Take me out to dinner, Joe Byron.
Joe Byron. Take me out to dinner. Looking ass. Huh? Hell no, because the Americans, big pictures, because the American definition is a native of America.
This is what you gotta drill.
Originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races, copper-complexion races found here by the Europeans. These niggas ain't American. All you gotta do is put a copper penny to your arm. If your shit don't match, you ain't American. Period. That's the test. If they don't have a penny, if you put a penny up to their skin and their skin don't match a new penny or a medium old penny or old penny, you ain't American. If your mama don't have no Moorish ancestry to this land, you ain't American. Make it simple. Make it plain. Huh? Make it simple and plain. The prophet said do that shit. So you see that's definition of land? See that? As you can see, they know that we are the true Americans and that we didn't come from nowhere else. Through in public, that fraud is spoon-fed to the masses. Oh, it says though in public, that fraud is spoon-fed to the masses. They know that we the true Americans. Everybody knows that. It's just the indoctrination of the John D. Rockefeller, Frederick T. Gay school system got us on some, we reject our history. We reject our nationality. The word Moor is in the definition land. Well, you gonna argue with a law dictionary? You gonna argue with that? It ain't the fact, because we got to put this shit on the record, G. What you be thinking about people that say, man, that Moorish information gonna get you locked up? What do you think about that shit? People that say ignorant shit like that.
Man, it's like, the thing is, you got to enforce the law, period. We got a law. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not from government. It's not from man.
Facts.
So them the laws you gotta know. You
Yes, sir.
gotta put niggas on. You gotta put niggas on notice. Like, nigga, I know my shit. You a cop? I know my shit. You a judge? I'm gonna put you on notice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go for this shit.
Right.
But first, you gotta know this shit. You just can't jump in the shit and straight down. You just can't jump in 1350 or ocean and don't know how to swim.
Right.
You gonna drown.
You gonna drown.
So you gotta learn how to swim. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take some shots in the gym. You gotta shoot 1,000 jump shots in the gym a day. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta read shit.
You trying to have that outcome. You trying to have this type of outcome. You gotta shoot 1,000 jumpers in the gym every day.
And let me add on to that more. It ain't even the fact that it's not the law that's the problem. The law ain't the problem. It's I heard Brother Cujo, Candyland Moors, he was building on this shit. And he was saying that it ain't the information, it's the corrupt magistrates, it's all the corruption that's in these positions. Because don't forget, we under occupation right now. What's up with y'all? What's up with it? We under occupation right now. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't the Moorish information that get people locked up. Moorish information. What Moorish information? It's the law, G. It's the law.
It's information, yeah. It's information that you should know, period.
Yeah, because it's your birthright.
Right. It's your birthright.
It's your birthright. Somebody came in your house and told you.
That should make it even more
right.
interesting. That made me even more interested that it was my birthright. I should know this. You know what I'm saying? I should have knew this shit when I was little.
On God, though.
But it took me as a grown man to know this. You know what I'm saying?
Lex peace.
As a grown man, I started knowing this. When I was in my 30s, I started learning this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they not teaching. It's not up to them to teach you. It's your responsibility to know the law. Freedom is not free. Freedom is not free.
You know how people be asking?
People think that shit is free.
You know how people be asking for peace? You know what I'm saying? Noble Drew Ali said this right here. How you talking about freedom, right? Noble Drew Ali said this right here. He says, talking about Jesus. Because you know people love talking about Jesus. You love talking about Jesus. Let's give you a little something on that real quick. It says the holy teaching of Jesus was to the common people. The common people. That's us. We the common people. To redeem them from under the great pressure of the hands of the unjust. That the rulers and the rich would not oppress the poor. Also, that the lion and the lamb may lay down together, and neither would be harmed when morning came. These teachings, check it out, were not accepted by the rulers. See that? They was greedy as fuck. They wanted to keep their position, robbing the common man, robbing the common woman, robbing the common children, and robbing the poor. Neither by the rich, because they loved the principles of the 10 Commandments. See that? Talking about Jesus, right? What did he say? He said, Jesus, they didn't want to hear Jesus. They didn't want to hear Jesus dropping their knowledge. They weren't trying to hear none of that shit. So it say, through the 10 Commandments, the rulers and the rich live, where the poor suffer and die. The lamb is the poor people. The lion is the rulers and the rich. And through love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, all men are one and equal to seek their own destiny. So if you're not studying love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, man, woman, or child, you're not seeking to own your destiny, fam. You're not taking control of your destiny because you ain't got the 5 principles in your heart, in your mind, straight up, and to worship under their own vine and fig tree after the principles of the holy and divine laws of their forefathers. Know what I'm saying? Check this out, though. People out here, hey, look, people out here talking about, well, if we all just come together and we sing a song, kumbaya and all that. We gonna have peace and justice. That's bullshit. Look, all nations of the earth in these modern days are seeking peace, but there is but one true and divine way that peace may be obtained in these days, and it is through love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice being taught universally to all nations in all lands. That's what's going on. So if they not talking about peace, Chris, Islam more. If they not talking, what's up, big dog? If they not talking about love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, you ain't gonna have salvation. How many times you gonna hear the pastors and them? Know what I'm saying, G-Ball? How many times you gonna hear the pastors and them say, well, it's another day. One of ours got killed, but his soul is in a better place now. How many times y'all want to hear that shit, man? Real shit, man. Real shit, more. How many times are we gonna fall under this goddamn spell of belief? You keep talking about the pastor. The pastor come with the same scriptures. But again, how come the pastor ain't never told the congregation Jesus himself was of the true blood of the ancient Canaanites and Moabites and the inhabitants of Africa? Oh, why he ain't never told the congregation that? But he'll take our donations. Matter of fact, nigga, they got a whole, I don't know about y'all, we in Iraq. I don't know about them out there in the world.
Jesus from Israel.
Yeah, but they got ATM machines in the churches out here. I don't know how they is out there anywhere else. But in Chicago, they got ATM machines in the churches. Huh? I'm trying to hear somebody say something. So-called Jesus never was. Exactly. When did you hear Jesus say something about he was a Christian? Whole time, Pangea, Africa, India, East Antarctica, South America, and all that. Eurasia.
The Middle East.
So where's the Middle East at? You see how the Middle East was just some made up shit?
Where the Middle East at?
Where's the Middle East at? Where's it at?
Where the Middle East at?
Hey, where that 250 million page at? You say 250 million years in Africa.
What?
The land here, over here in America, is
in this book?
It's in that book right there. You had showed me something.
I just did.
Yeah, about the land. It was a picture. You said Alabama.
Oh, you remember that? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on God. Yeah, they got ATM machines out here in Chicago. They got oh yeah. You see how we talking about? They want to disconnect us from the land. Chunk of Africa found hidden under Alabama. Why ain't nobody on TV talking about this? Chunk of Africa?
Why we ain't learn that in school?
Found under Alabama?
They teach your babies this in school?
What book is that, more? People want to know what book that is. What book is that? That's the torch. Get the torch in your life, in your library. Get it in your life. Because guaranteed, it's so many traitors. And you know the reason? Every organization has been infiltrated. Real shit. Every organization has been infiltrated. But you know the one right here? Where you at? Where you at, G? Where you at?
I'm about to show you in a minute.
Hold up. Where that shit at?
In a minute.
Where that demo at, G? Where they talking about the traders? Where you at, man? Where you at, G?
You ain't know the owl was a symbolization of the Moor?
Talk to him, huh?
You ain't know the owl is they got the owl on the pyramid.
Owl is on the pyramid.
That's a representation of a Moor.
What it say? A possessive determiner, ownership, the act, original, adjective, aboriginal of human races, animals, plants. See that? Inhabiting or existing in a land from the earliest times or from before the arrival of colonists.
Big pictures.
Big pictures. Orthodox. Adjective of a person or their views especially spiritual or political. Big pictures.
Big pictures.
Huh? Or divine or other divine understandings or practices conforming to what is generally or traditionally acceptable, right or proper, as being true to their established practices. Religion, noun, a pursuit of primary importance, which, what? Scribes supreme spiritual importance of a divine nature. Religion, realigning or religion with that which one was previously connected to, and with, in other words, as a vast host, a multitude or number of people, any of the national associates of servicemen or servicewomen instituted as a group working together with a singular united cause. M-O-O-R, more. What are you claiming?
Acronym.
What are you claiming? What are you claiming?
What are you saying?
What are you saying?
What are you saying?
Stay black and proud.
Israel.
Israel? You say Israel? Ice. Or is. Spirit. Ra. Mind. Balanced. A manifest of consciousness. Represented as El. Which is the God within. See that scale right there? Mind and spirit. See that? Mind and spirit. How come pastor ain't telling you? How come the pastors ain't telling us this? Pastor ain't said nothing, but he just said shit. It would, put something in the collection plate. Hey, I don't want it if it jingle.
Hell yeah.
I don't want it if it jingle. I need it to fold.
Let God take the wheel.
Ain't that what Umar Johnson be saying? I don't want nothing to jingle. I want things that fold. That's what he be talking about. It's like a lot of other these sellouts be talking about. I don't want it if it jingle. I only want it if it folds.
Let God take the wheel.
Let God take the wheel. Hold up. Before we slide. See this right here? A constitutional or lawful question. What is your nationality? Constitutional and lawful responses in accord with the United States Constitution, the United Nations Universal Proclamation of Human Rights, and the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of a Child. I'm a Moor, Moroccan, American. I am Chinese. I am Japanese. I am Jamaican. I am Haitian. I am Mexican. I'm Cuban. I am Dominican. ETC. I am Italian. I am German. I am French. It don't say I am Indian. Where's that? Where is that? I am black. What language is that? You feel me? What? Hold up, G. Hold up. Hey, answer me this real quick. Kellen, Islam, or answer me this real quick. Real fast. Real quick. Quick fast. Answer me this real quick, fam. Quick fast. See this right here? Look at this. Just want y'all to see something real quick, man. Just want y'all to see something real quick before we get up out of here. Just before we get up out of here, I want y'all to just see something real quick, man. If I can find it. You know how it be when you trying to find something, you can't find it. You know how that shit be, G. Oh, God. I can't find it now. Damn. I just want to show y'all something, man. Here it is. So you see that? You say that you black. You say that you an Indian. Let me show you how you look goofy as hell. You sound goofy as hell. Actually, you sound like you need to be somewhere on your own mental home somewhere. Because look, you in dishonor of your ancient foremothers and forefathers. Let's show you how. There's no land called black or Indian. There's no what people. There's no language. There's no national flag. So you can't be that. Because the math don't add up. And geometry never told a lie. Huh? Uh-oh, there go the timer. 10 seconds.
Islam. Shalom.
Peace and love, Moors.
Yeah.
Study,
Pop
study,
out.
study.
Study up.
Islam.